Welcome back, folks. We're heading for the end of the regular season in Iowa high school baseball and softball, and the Gehlen Catholic Jays baseball team, they're looking to keep on rolling as the postseason nears as they enter the day at 18-4. They'd have to get past Hinton, who's fresh off a win over Siouxland Christian, though. We'll start in the top of the fourth inning. Ryan Augustine smokes a deep shot. It goes all the way to the fence in left center field for a triple that scores 2 and puts the Jays up 2-1. That inning would continue. Next batter at the dish is Zane Weiland. He lays a beautiful sac bunt. That gets Augustine home, and it'll extend Gehlen Catholic's lead. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth now. Blackhawks have 2 on, 1 out. Glenn Carlson sends a base knock right up the middle. That puts 1 more on the board. This one ends up going into extra innings, but the Jays take the win, 9-8. Same 2 teams duking it out in softball. We'll pick up in the first inning. Becca Lars at the plate. She sends a pop fly. Then that's just deep enough where it'll score Bailey Boovy from third. It'll tie the score up at 1-1. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning now. Blackhawks get the squeeze bunt down. Larissa Poland fakes the throw, and the runner's in no man's land now. Poland tags her out. And we'll head to the fifth now. 2 outs. Adlin Utesh busts the game wide open as that one's sent over the left field fence. And Hinton takes the win, 3-1.